My grandma called me and she said, Zach, you wouldn't want anything to do this old farmhouse, would you? And I had, graduated from high school in Iowa. I was off in college, and I said, no, there's something better out here. I'm off to find something better. And then a number of years later, I was driving by to see my other great grandmother who lived to be 103. And I drove by the old farm and I just drove up. I said, hey, could I take a look around? And they said, yeah. I said, my great great grandpa built this. He was a third-class passenger on the SS Weiland coming from Hamburg, Germany as a 14-year-old. He was in the stowage. That's where he traveled over to America. And he became a carpenter and then earned enough money to buy the farm and build it with his uncle. And I said, hey, if you're ever thinking about selling it, will you please let me know? And I just didn't think anything coming at that time. But a couple years later, they called me and said, hey, we're going to sell this farm. Would you want it? I'm like, yes. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I ended up scraping together enough money to get an FHA loan, a down payment, and I bought the farm. And then since that time in 2014, I've been working to rebuild it and restore it. And
is the house still there?